The drive by Monroe. And 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there.
And you look at the Spurs and how they avoid losing streaks. I mean, most teams losing 4 in a row wouldn't be such a big deal. It's only a big deal for the Spurs because they're so consistent year in and year out.
Kufis checked in for the Knicks. Andre Robertson comes in for James Harden.
That is some real serious dime dropping there. Exquisite assist.
Screen by Monroe. The shot's good from Fournier. Fournier's got his first 2 points.
And guys, for the Spurs, a big reason they rarely go on losing streaks is that they have no bad matchups. One of only 3 teams in the NBA last year to defeat every other NBA team. Winning for this group is just second nature.
Monroe with a screen on Rubio. Monroe down low. Defended by Gibson. Monroe's shot is good.
Oh, nice, strong drive there. If that's who's going to be guarding him, then he's got some weight to throw around.
Fellas, that 2-hand monster slam was vicious.
I don't think there was anyone, and I mean anyone, that could have stopped him on that one.
I tell you what, I'm glad they didn't try because somebody might have got their feelings hurt.
And that comes off the assist by Mario Chalmers. That's now 8 points for Greg Monroe.
And Greg Monroe really has had a good young career despite playing out of position for much of it. He has the size and skill set of an agile center, but was made to play power forward in Detroit once they drafted Andre Drummond, and that took some getting used to.
And San Antonio calls the first timeout of the game. We're talking about Greg Monroe, and Greg, you gave us a nice little synopsis. He doesn't have Clark the long-range jumper teams are now asking out of that position in this day and age in the NBA.
Yeah, more teams want that stretch power forward. He's not super athletic. Where he does his greatest damage is in the painted area. There's still value in that.
Catching up on the changes for New York. Thompson comes in for Greg Monroe. And it's Thornton in for Roberson.
Clearly a foul.
Yeah, he took a shot there, earned those free throws.
The #1 overall pick in 2005, Andrew Bogut. Great expectations, Greg, for the big Aussie coming in.
Yeah, I mean, a phenomenal rebounder and rim protector. He's got that high basketball IQ from a defensive standpoint. You know, and on offense, he averaged over 20 points a game in college. He's an instinctive passer, just not much more you could ask for. Wow, that's a really smooth finish.
That's why we and they always love seeing him at the end of those breaks. He makes it look fun and easy.
Here's Fournier. Takes a big high bounce and goes in. Fournier's got his second basket of the night. There's the feed to Muhammad. It's tipped. Pass to Bogut. And he finishes it off with a one-handed jam.
Well, if you like offense, that's what you're getting here early on.
This has a little bit of playground feel to it, fellas. I mean, forget about defending. Just outscore the other team. Let it fly.
And that one's good.
Not fazed at all by having a bigger defender on him down.
Well, it's been a high-scoring competitive game through the first quarter of play. Spurs out in front, leading by just 1. We'll get things started in the second quarter when we return. Welcome back to Noche Latina, celebrating the Latin culture and their love for the game of basketball. It just keeps growing. And looking at what we've seen from the Spurs so far, guys, what do you think?
How good has the ball movement been here? Just absolutely terrific.
Boy, that kind of timely passing, Greg, really fun to watch.
On the court for San Antonio here in the second. We've got Michael Kidd-Gilchrist. Jonas Valanciunas is out there with Shawn Kemp. Then there's Oladipo, and it's Lawson in at the 1 spot. Whiteside is screen on Oladipo. Harden dishes to Whiteside. And the rejection by Valanciunas. Here's Kemp. Nice pass, nice catch, and a resounding dunk.
And just a step ahead of the D in that possession there, making the pass. Nice assist.
Rondo drives in. The shot no good. Nice D from Valanciunas.
And it's just hard to imagine the Spurs without Coach Popovich on the sidelines. He's the longest tenured coach in the NBA and has done so much for this team. Easily one of the best coaches in the history of our league.
Harden. Soft touch off the glass. Harden's got his second bucket.
Really well done there. Just confident and composed, never in a hurry.
And Oladipo pulls it down. And Greg, you know, for Popovich being with...
Now this is just getting ridiculous. They can't possibly keep this up.
Can't remember the last time they missed one. Remarkable shooting here.
And so New York calls timeout. And Victor Oladipo, after a solid rookie campaign, really took it up a notch last season, even after missing Clark the first 9 games with that facial fracture.
I love this kid's gravitas. I mean, he's got a presence about him. His percentages improved across the board, field goal, 3-point free throws. But I like his work ethic and his confidence.
Monroe's checked in for Emeka Okafor. Knicks trail by 9.
And talking about Victor Oladipo's improvement, a lot of it has to do with his work ethic. Also his pregame film studies, something his college coach absolutely raved about. And all of that showed up for him big time last season.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Andrew Bogut. That's his first foul. Jason Terry, he's checked in for the Knicks. And San Antonio also making a switch. Chris Kamen's checked in for Andrew Bogut.
And really nothing like a good old-fashioned throwdown to get a team going.
And Greg, they do need to get going. They wouldn't mind, you know, shaving a couple more points off that lead right away.
Well, if the defense keeps giving up easy baskets like that, it won't be a lead for long.
Assist goes to.
And you know, back to Oladipo, we always talk about 5-star phenoms coming out of high school. He was just a 3-star guy. He's had to work for everything he's gotten, and I think that served him well. He's got a hunger and drive that you can't manufacture.
Here's Whiteside. Kaman with the defensive effort.
And another miss. Ooh, he's having a really ugly game.
Yeah, about as ugly as you can have, you're right.
Boy, I tell you what, nice little run here they're going on.
And getting to the 10 has been the key. They're getting point-blank looks time and time again.
And it's Terry off the drive. And the jam by Whiteside.
Not a good idea to let him get such good position in the paint.
It's more than a bad idea. It's real trouble. I mean, he'll make that 10 out of 10 times.
Now here's Kaman. No scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. A different look for New York. Rufus checked in for Whiteside. Anderson comes in for Evan Fournier. And it's Thornton in for Jason Terry. Shawn Kemp, he's checked in for San Antonio. Stolen by Rubio. Ball's knocked loose. Rondo with the steal. Marcus Thornton on the wing. Now the dish to Koufos. 6 on the shot clock. Rondo passes to Monroe. New York needs to get off a shot. And now the fast break. Gibson with the ball.
And this sort of awesome dunk is one of the reasons this team is in charge of this game right now.
Clark, there is a swagger out here on the court that they possess and are not afraid to show it either.
That's right.
I tell you what, I used to love to go up and jam like that.
There's the screen. And Thornton kicks to Koufos. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here. This is his first trip to the line tonight.
And, of course, we'd all like to see his percentage at the line improve, but he just does not have the touch right now. He's in the 60s.
And I know he's got to be upset at himself for shooting so poorly at the line. So I would think he'll be doing everything he can to bring those numbers up.
Ooh, that's as forceful a finish as you're ever going to see out of this guy.
Well, gee, it adds now to their lead in spec. The clock runs out, and we're heading to halftime. Spurs lead by 11. We're going to step away briefly, but get you right back out here for the start of the third quarter after our halftime.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Well, it's been a one-sided affair so far through the first 2 quarters, but there's plenty of time to mount a comeback. And you know, Greg Monroe has been really making it happen, guys.
And his play in that first half, how about the discipline to go along with the efficiency, guys? His shot selection was just perfect.
I agree. I mean, whether it's been from mid-range or in tight, he is taking only what the defense is giving him and not trying to do too much. Very much playing within himself.
And as we begin the second half, first half wasn't even close, guys, and we'll see if there is a comeback on our hands or more of the same as we get the third quarter started. And you know, Greg Monroe has been really making it happen, guys.
And how about his scoring in that first half? He just looked like a different player today, really on point.
Quite honestly, it's been a pleasant surprise for him. You know, he really hit on something that worked in those first 2 quarters, guys.
Anderson is out there at Thompson. Then it's Okafor. Then there's Chalmers. And it's Harden in at the 2. So that's who's on the floor for the Knicks. And one thing about Mario Chalmers last season, he really had to play a different role. And it took him some time, Greg, to get used to.
Yeah, anytime your team loses a superstar like LeBron James, other guys get asked to do a little bit more. Mario was asked to be more of an aggressive scorer, a role that isn't so easy to jump into after 6 years of being that 4th or 5th option in the offense.
And it's going to be out of bounds. The Spurs will take it.
Man, I don't know what happened right there. He just basically walked out of bounds.
San Antonio making a switch here. Bogut's checked in.
You know, going back to Mario Chalmers last year, guys, I mean, having to take on more of a scoring role was tough for him. His field goal percentage dropped 50 points from the season before. His three-point percentage dropped even more. His assist numbers were down. Well, I bet you part of that was the fact LeBron was no longer there.
Valanciunas, he's checked in for Andrew Bogut. Knicks trail by 12. And Fournier kicks to Harden. Passes it to Rondo. Good. It's Harden with the assist that time. Rondo's got his first bucket of the night.
33.
And on the topic of Chalmers, you know, he's a complimentary player. He can D up, he can hit the open 3. He's been known to hit big shots, a solid finisher, and that is valuable. But when you ask him maybe to do a little too much, then you're not playing too